All right, Coach. So we mentioned Wyatt Milum. Obviously, he's heading to WVU in the fall. So what can you tell WVU fans what to kind of expect from him? And there was obviously huge offers from pretty much anywhere
Yeah,
in the country.
I mean, you have Nick Saban coming in there the
Yeah.
first day coaches were allowed to be on the road. I mean, he's at Spring Valley High School, so it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. So tell us about that Nick Saban experience. That's interesting. And then what's come out in there fans expect.
That was pretty neat. It was funny when we were talking to his staff before he come in. They asked if there was anybody there he needed to meet before he come in and talk with us. We're not in Alabama, and at the principal that we had at the time, I'm not so sure she even knew who Nick Saban was.
That's right.
I was like, no, Coach, it's all right. So, we kept him out of school. He met with us in our facility building, but it was neat to, some of the coaches and everything that you see on Saturday is really, the last 5 years or so has been a revolving door to our school, and that's been a great experience for us as a program, for our kids. I mean, when they're able to get out and do their spring evaluation, that you start to see Florida State, Clemson, Georgia, Alabama, WVU, Penn State, Florida. They've all been in our weight room watching us work out and do some things. So you want to talk about some good weight room days is when one of those guys show up. And I thought about, when those guys aren't coming, just finding some random person, throwing a polo on them and having to
we'll come down and do that.
Good workout in.
We're happy to do that. Just tell them we're coaches or something.
But Wyatt has been very great through this whole process. He's a very humble kid. But the one thing that I think W is getting, I mean, he's just relentless in everything he does. I mean, he's very blue collar. He shows up every day like he clocks into work. But I think what separates him from other people, I mean, when he gets you blocked, he tries to hurt you. I mean, he's one of those guys that he's a great kid. I mean, a great kid, super parents, been raised right. But when he gets on the field, he's kind of a jerk. And it's one of those that he plays with a chip on his shoulder the entire time, and he's got a motor that what you're getting from him 100% every play. And that's what I love about him.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I mean, there's been talk that he could, of course,
he might start.
He could play next year, which as for offensive lineman, that's extremely rare. So,
well, like recruiting services project where they might be, like NFL draft pick,
right?
And they have him projected as long as he keeps progressing as a first round draft.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, so
that'd be a nice connection for you, Coach. You have a nice
NFL
player.
I hope if he does if somebody makes millions of dollars, they'll put field turf on our
field. Now, you and Tommy Harmon, you all tried to get that done a couple years ago. It keeps getting voted down, doesn't it?
I think it's gone on the ballot twice, and I don't know if they'll do it again. But it's unfortunate. I think it would be very not only good for us, but good for the whole community and everything.
You could host youth programs and everything like that if you get that.
Yeah.
One more WVU connection that actually he made a couple big plays this past Saturday in our game is Grayson. Is it Malashevich? Is that how you pronounce the last name?
Malashevich.
Yep. I mean, he made a couple punt returns, a couple receptions. So just kind of talk about what it's like to see those guys doing well.
I was laughing when he had that punt return. That was the most exciting 2-yard punt return. I've seen that a bunch at practice though, and then he gave him that stutter step, stiff leg thing that he did on that one reception, and that kid, he's awesome. I mean, and he's earned everything he's got, and he's great. He's a hard worker. And, people keep doubting him from size and all that stuff, but he keeps proving people wrong. And we've laughed. You could take Grayson. He's a great leader and very motivated. And he competes. I don't care what you're doing. I mean, it could be from playing checkers to just picking up trash in a parking lot. He's going to go as hard as he can and try to be the best at it. You could take him and drop him off in the middle of nowhere and leave him for dead and come back in a week, and he would be leading the natives there. And that's just the type of kid he is.
That's great. So, Coach, we're going to wrap up with you. Again, we appreciate it. as Brent said, we have our press passes. We're excited. I think Spring Valley's got one of the coolest entrants in all of West Virginia sports, and we're really excited to get down there, cover you guys, watch you guys. But best of luck to you heading up to the Eastern Panhandle this weekend, Martinsburg. We're not supposed to pick sides, but I do help you guys in that streak.
I appreciate it. That's what we're hoping for. I will tell you this about our entrance. It's awesome coming down that hill, but going up that hill at halftime and after the game is just awesome.
Yeah, I bet.
I wish I was important enough to have a golf cart or something to drive me up so I didn't have to climb it. The older I get, the harder it is.
Well, you tell Wyatt Milum a couple years you need that turf and you need your golf cart.
That's true.
A Timberwolves golf cart, not a Wolves. Timberwolves. Well, Coach, we appreciate it, and best of luck to you this week and the rest of the season.
All right. I appreciate y'all having me.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, bud.